Why am I doing this podcast? I'm being asked this question. Our testimony, we're always being pushed to silence our story in fear of hurting other people, in fear of airing other people's dirty laundry. People know what they've done. People know where they've been. But we help keep the truth silenced when we hide in the shadows. We have to hold ourselves accountable. As part of our healing, we have to hold the people and the things accountable for what they've done. We have to own our hurt. But that doesn't mean that we have to humiliate people or crucify people. It's just owning the truth within ourselves. That allows us to accept the things that we cannot change. And that frees us up to be able to change the things that we can. And understand that nobody is to blame. That we're all victims of this psychological warfare. That's why I want to do this podcast. It's because I'm not the only one that has fought a fight and continue to fight a fight every day. Fighting the old narratives. Fighting the programming that has caused us to hate ourselves. That's our true enemy. The enemy is not your brother and sister. The enemy is not your mother and father. We're all victims of a system designed to hate us. Designed to keep us down, designed to keep the 1% high. We were designed and we are part of a system. That's what the matrix is. And when I have come to understand who I am, that is not you that I'm at war with. It is not my mother. It is not my sister. We got men and women in war against each other. We're tearing the families apart. I recognize that the war is within me. It is the system that has designed me to think a certain way, to feel a certain way. That, you know what that is? That's a program. That's a robot. Guess what? Then, because we're part of a system and we've been designed to think a certain way, guess what? Our behavior is predictable. You know, they got 20, 40, 50, 100, 500-year plans on how far this program can take them. That's what the matrix is, and that's what this podcast is about. You know, that's what chaotic vibes is. Chaotic vibes is that chaos. It is that war. It is the voice, but it is also a system that we have to live in. It is a system that we are a part of and ain't no getting out of it. That's that chaos. That's that shit. All of us is faced with it. No matter your color, no matter what part of the world you're in, we all are a part of it. The vibes. The vibes is that thing that won't let you quit. The vibe is that thing that even when you on your down, low, there is something in you that says, keep going. Sometimes it's that ram in the bush. Sometimes it's that warm smile from a stranger. It just do something to you. It resonate something in you. And it does what it do. That's that vibe. That's that thing that calls on that spirit that won't let you quit. That's that thing that calls on you when you look to the right and you look to the left, but there is somebody that catches you. Not a word is said, but there is something felt. There's an experience. That's that vibe. So that's what chaotic vibes is. It's about understanding that you're not alone, that we're all on a journey. We're all trying to figure it out. But when you can come with like-minded people that refuse to quit, that refuse to compromise integrity, that refuse, we're going to stand 10 toes down on our reference, on our core, on our center, and we're going to be bonded in that. That's what chaotic vibes is. Building a community of people that is on the same path as you, understanding who the real enemy is, understanding that it's not your husband that's the problem. It's not your mother that's the problem. But we fighting something much more insidious. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. That's that vibe. So welcome to Chaotic Vibes.